Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is calling on the U.S. to send more weapons to support its war against Hamas. Netanyahu just released a video saying the Israeli military needs the tools in order to, quote, finish the job a lot faster.
I said it's inconceivable that in the past few months, the administration has been withholding weapons and ammunition to Israel. Israel, America's closest ally, fighting for its life, fighting against Iran and our other common enemies. Secretary Blinken assured me that the administration is working day and night to remove these bottlenecks. I certainly hope that's the case.
This comes as at least 8 people are under arrest after mass anti-government protests took over the streets in Jerusalem. Foreign correspondent Tom Soufi Burridge joins me now from Jerusalem for more on this. Tom, how big of a deal is that video that Netanyahu released, and how are Israeli officials responding to it?
Stephanie, I think it's really big. I think it looks like the gloves have come off, right? We know that President Biden and Prime Minister Netanyahu have not seen eye to eye on the war in Gaza ever since October the 7th. I mean, in the initial period, yes, America rallied round Israel. With time, there were clear tensions between the two about how Israel was prosecuting this war, the civilian suffering in Gaza. We saw just a few weeks ago the Biden administration saying that it would withhold some types of heavy weaponry for use in the Rafah operation, which the Biden administration was against. But look, this statement really is a new phase, I think. You know, Prime Minister Netanyahu looks angry. It's a short clip, but there seems to be a veiled threat in it, almost like Secretary of State Blinken assured me that those bottlenecks would be gotten rid of. I strongly hope that that will be the case, he kind of says. And he quotes Churchill. He seems to be saying that the US administration's hold-ups on certain supplies of certain weaponry is limiting his ability to finish the job and get the war done in Gaza as he sees it. And look, we've got some reaction from an Israeli official just now. They're saying there is no lack of weapons, but we do want and need what we have acquired, and it is being delayed. And the way I read that statement from an anonymous source, I think it's important to point out, is that they're saying they've been promised certain types of weaponry, but there are bottlenecks, and that weaponry hasn't reached Israeli hands quite yet.
And Tom, this all comes as demonstrators in Jerusalem clashed with police right outside Prime Minister Netanyahu's home last night. We saw that video. What's it like there right now?
Well, we're expecting a week of protests, Stephanie. Look, it was probably about thousands of people, so it's not a mass demonstration, but it got ugly, it got violent close to Prime Minister Netanyahu's official residence here in Jerusalem. And, you know, the police were saying this was a very serious incident. They're calling it out. I think it shows the divisions here in Israel right now. The divisions politically, we saw them before October 7th, then the country rallied together, then the war has dragged on for 8 months, and we're seeing those divisions about how the war has been prosecuted really coming out. And one Israeli source reacting to that Netanyahu video, criticising the US, basically saying that this video could be a response to the domestic pressure that Netanyahu is under.
Clear divisions there. We'll see what effect that video has. Foreign correspondent Tom Soufi Burridge in Jerusalem. Thank you, Tom.